Hi everyone, it's Chris from Baby Dragon. Ace Combat is finally out. I've been dying to play this. The last true Ace Combat game I played was Ace Combat 5 on the PS2. I did play Assault Horizon on the PS3. I also bought it on the PC just to try and encourage Namco to bring it out for the PC. They've brought out 7 for the PC, I know that, which is pretty cool. I'm hoping they will port over the others. They don't need like texture upgrades, just port it over. Come on guys. Anyway, here we go, new campaign. Let's go normal, because I'm a bit rusty.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
You should have been a little best to see this piece of junk. Should have opened the turn soon.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron, IUPF, has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. How is that possible? The tank
Come on, scramblers.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Okay, so the base is under attack. But originally we were supposed to be going off to the mainland. So that'll probably come in useful to know later. Yeah, that's me. Clown. Rest of the squad. Unknown to you, 95. Okay. Do I get to just start mission? Okay. Alright, you get to choose. They're bombers and things, it sounds like, so don't really need the air to ground for the F4. Anti-air missile, perfect. Sorted.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Cool. Cool.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. Sitting duck. What's happening? Bombers in something. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all
Mage
day
2.
here.
Mage Squadron, head to run. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
Mage 2 awaiting clearance to take off.
Your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
Mage 2 verified.
Clear for takeoff. Situation's tight. It's a hell of a homecoming party. We have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron,
Okay,
it's
so
go
it's
time.
the beauty of the plane.
Roger that.
Understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Nothing else on radar.
Here we go. Looks like bombers
Doesn't
have
bode
been
well.
located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. So I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so...
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Oh. Switch to radar,
There it is,
okay.
sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Roll out. Love these controls. It's over here somewhere, we reckon they're coming in from the clouds. Let's get some speed, let's go. Try and head them off a bit. Not sure if they're high or low. We'll just climb a little bit. Stay in the clouds.
Mage 2's in the clouds.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
There's fighters next to it. Let's focus on the main mission.
I've got them in my sights. Watch out for the support aircraft.
I want to get a better angle on that. Come on. He's down.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
Now let's take out the...
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Stay calm. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
We've got new bombers inbound. Hi there.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
I've already got it selected.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back in base if you can make it in one piece.
Is that the end of the mission?
Skykeeper, this is
Seems a
Mage
bit
1
too
over.
light.
Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's bomber and an escort.
Hello there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. We'll cover. Color 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Mage 2, locked.
Call it.
Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
There we go. Got 2 squadrons merging in. Yeah, I've got longer range.
Fox 3.
It's still around, okay. Two sidewinders. One of them's got a hit, please.
Mage 2 bandit confirmed down.
Let's go for the special air to air.
Could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
All of them.
One remaining. Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Bandit has a lock on me.
How are we doing?
To Gall and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down now. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Cool.
Good going, Mage 2. My commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one
First
sortie.
round.
Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the
Negative.
deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
Let's skip that and move on with the rest of the story.
We are currently assessing the damage. We have confirmed. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia.
Cool.
International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way.
Yeah,
Many
damn
wars
good.
are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Right, so got an A rank and earned 10,860 points. Cool. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usha was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usha, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Reminds me of Nagase, I'm pretty sure that's her name, from Ace Combat 5. Squadron leader, or the unsung war, depending on which territory you were in when you fought it.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usha. combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, a multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation.
So basically, we
Fort
moved
Gray's
in.
Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advanced element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat.
Okay.
However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support.
Right, we're
If
multi-roll
that
then.
happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
We've got a fair few, haven't we? 14 ground and expect air support. Aircraft training. Let's see what we've unlocked as a choice. That's 70,000. 25. So definitely not got anywhere near enough. What's the year? Oh, current 58. I'll buy that. Or is already bought? That's where burst missile. Oh, wow. Right, we've not really got enough money for anything yet, so. He's got better health as well. And it's slightly better at the ground. Let's hit the F-16. Yeah, sounds good. That's salty.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Mage 2. Locked and loaded.
Target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Fox 2.
Target has been destroyed.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
I don't have a visual.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Attack the radar vehicle! They got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Right, get him. No. Stop.
Target destroyed. Free to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go. Here they come.
Guys, keep them off me.
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
Come on, come on, come on. You got this. There we go.
Mage 2 locked.
Trigger, there's 1 more to go.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Excellent. Right, let's start thinning out the sky.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can. Bandit destroyed.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Enemy transport is taxiing.
Target is not struck.
Keep your eyes focused. Enemy transport destroyed. There's more. Cars don't just affect your vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes log on to their targets too.
Fox 3.
Enemy will crash in a residential area.
All transports have been destroyed.
5 targets remaining. 4 targets remaining.
Where? That makes mine.
Fox 2. You want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
3 targets remaining.
Let's take out the control tower. Let's do this. We are out of our special. So we've got guns and missiles. We're good. We're good. Okay, drones. That's a whole new level.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Check it by the
Probably, I'm pretty sure they are.
Well spotted, Cloud.
Yes, of
No
course.
doubt about it, we're dealing with
Of course it would.
UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. Missed. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all
Who took out my target?
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Golem 2, the enemy's reading.
Target is not struck.
Golem 3, Fox 2.
Coming up, line you up.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Yeah.
Traffic flares depleted.
love the water effects. It's just beautiful.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Go over, come on.
You're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Lock broken by the clouds.
Crap. The aircraft is acting. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
Okay, it's okay, we've got this. Love how the clouds are actually now a game mechanic. Rather than just a look.
Missed. Enemies locked on.
No detail. Fast forward.
He escaped into the clouds.
Yeah. See if we can do something similar. No, we go. No, we go. Inbound, inbound.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy. You're doing good.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Yeah, please. Where did he go? What site?
Locked.
This is like defense.
Where'd he go?
Being tricky. At least we're pulling up in the altitude. Come on. He's really rushing it.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
How are we all doing, guys?
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know.
Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Okay, Golem Squadron.
Current target is on rails. There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
That's good.
But HQ...
There's loads of stuff there. Just skipping through it. White Widow 2. Alright, so that plane's in it.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Total amount I've paid 124,810. Cool. Yeah, next mission. Let's keep going. Two-pronged. Okay.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons.
Okay.
The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
That's a hint of a boss to come. So me and Clown, Golem Squadron, 2 other squadrons. What we're facing, F4s and F-16s. That's interesting. Okay. All air support. Sounds interesting. So let's see what we've got available to us now. Alright. Air to air. What you air to air. Yeah, two. That comes with long range air to air missiles. Target air to air missiles. So we go. Yes, please. Fantastic. I want those air to air missiles. Yes, please. So, actually good against air. This is mobility improvement. That's speed of mobility. No harm. I don't think there's anything else I can actually afford. It's worth getting. So let's get here. Whoa, what's that? That just highlighted? Ooh, amazing. Got the A10. Beautiful. But you're multi-role. You're a fighter. You're something else, I'm guessing, the class in your ass? With the colours? Small anti-ice and de-icing system. Increases defense. Yes. Please, seeing how I got the cash for it. Still have enough for that. What's this? Air to air and air to ground. Directional proximity fuse. Increases standard missile power. Okay, sure. Okay, so we've unlocked a fair bit. We've unlocked. Look at how expensive these planes get. So yeah, that's F-18 is the multi-role. Look at some of the stuff this one like. Down this tree. Okay, I could spend ages just looking at the tree. So if I start the mission, should have the new plane available. Yeah, fantastic. I probably won't use the F4. Unless I want to give myself a harder time. Right. So I can equip all of them. Well, and that's giving me quite a boost. Let's go.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Mage 2 reporting in. So we either... Excuse me. So we've joined the Vulture, launching from the Vulture, the aircraft carrying Vulture, which has lost all of its aircraft. We're doing a two-pronged strategy.
H2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch.
Oh, yes. We're doing this. Do this.
H2's away. H2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other Versus squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action.
Sounds good to me.
Eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Wow, that's a lot.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Your time to show the other guys that you went wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue.
Okay.
Don't out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Wow. That's crazy. Missed entirely. Beautiful. Beautiful animated. Let's try this a bit more the old fashioned way.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Column 3, Fox 2.
Really people swear they don't have to use them.
Missile launched.
That's an F4. We got this. We're not as maneuverable as the other one.
If you can't evade missiles, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn.
Four remaining. Three remaining.
Miss. Let's G turn this around. Let's do this. Got you.
Nice kill.
One remaining.
One remaining. Seriously? Wow. I have a bad feeling about this.
One eyes up in
Couldn't be
there.
that easy.
Missile did not connect.
rid of some of this ice off the front.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Yeah, I see no. Come on, we've got to get out. One whiff of it.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
No. Let's not use you as bait. How about that?
Locked, it's chow time.
Coming back in, we've got this.
H2, missile launch.
Oh.
H2, locked.
Got you. Flash one.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat. Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell? Caution! Missile! Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Whoa. Thought I'd dodged that. Evidently not. Yeah, there it is. What they warned us about.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock. Break, now!
Just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Okay, they're dodging. I don't think I meant to take them down just yet.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
No change in game plan. Okay. Mission update, well. Probably waited for that.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey. Golem 1 behind you.
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command. Verifying the situation.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report.
Hang on.
Shit,
Outmaneuvered.
you copy?
Let's go.
This is Golem 2. It should still appear to be functioning okay.
There are too many drones. I can't reach the arsenal bird.
It's not the sideways. The machine can be outsmarted. Skeleton 3's lost.
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Roger, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft, stay alert.
What's going on? Did someone just get EMP?
Skeleton 2 lost.
Oh, it's got a shield up.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Got one.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go.
those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Column 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Column 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
You need to split them off that one.
Copy that. Returning home.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
Don't worry, we've got this, we've got this. Taking too long to try and keep up with that one.
Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Enemy on tape.
Targeting range of guns.
Yeah, but target's up and too fast for me. Too far. There you go.
Missile inbound. Evading.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Didn't think that would get him.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Column 2, engage now. Attack.
Gargoyle 1, caution! Missile! Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Column 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Twin tip.
SU-30?
I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Column 2, stop dogfighting and run.
I don't think this plane's up for an SU-30. Just
Not on my watch. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
H2, UAV down.
Got one in my sights.
Oh, really? Wait, one behind me.
UAVs
So.
off of France.
Get your asses out.
Where are you? There you are. That's gonna miss.
H2, missile launch.
They also moved direction. I wasn't expecting. I'm freezing. There we go. Right, you...
Allies hit. Golem and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move. They're ours.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Come on, through the cloud, break that cover, there we go.
I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared.
Not good. No, good job, H2. Want as many guys out here as possible. Column 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator.
Column 2, get a hold of yourself. Column 2, get away from the enemy.
H2, support!
Where are you?
Somebody! Support!
Didn't see you. These are all drones.
Lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got thrown?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
The amount of firing to get left is ridiculous.
Tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
That's gonna miss. Yeah. You're going to pick up the pace a bit and get a bit of distance and flip over. That's going to miss. But...
Mage 2, move to support.
Yeah.
Other aircraft are in trouble.
Yeah. I've got to get that angle right on them.
That's it, baby. Come to Puppy.
In gun range.
Attaboy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
We've not got much left. This is what this mission's supposed to be like.
Mage 2, what are you doing? Shoot those UAVs.
No kidding.
Missed.
Fine. Shrapnel everywhere.
UAVs have been splashed.
Rolling one.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Following Mage 1. I'll get you next time.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to carrier. Lower your speed. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. 1,500 to carrier.
Right, yeah.
Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
I hope they give you like a Skull Squadron emblem that you can put on an F-14.
Mage Squadron,
Then
this
make you
is the
from like
situation.
Robotech or
Golem and the other
Macross.
Nemesis squadrons already
Advanced small diameter bomb. Homing bombs that can lock onto up to 4 targets simultaneously. Ooh. Okay. Something to look forward to unlocking later.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbati.
No, not the Kestrel.
Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
What with an idea then?
Here he comes.
SU-37. The one that shot down Golem 2, Brownie.
Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out,
he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself.
Typical Ace.
Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
New rival.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Okay. Meanwhile...
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron will be detected.
Okay.
We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
Okay.
A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatukura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission.
Okay, so fly
The
low.
pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger.
Copy
After
that.
you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide
Okay.
escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Got a few ground, but we're expecting more drones. I can use standard missiles against ground targets. It don't cost that much. Let's get those. Let's increase our chance at round. Fantastic. Lock on bombs. Sounds good to me. And 14. Yeah. Let's go with the ground penetration. Got all those parts, nothing new. Cool, let's go.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Operation Lighthouse Keeper. Cloud cover broken. Okay. Not too worried about the cloud cover to begin with. We've got to get into the actual zone.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
Understood.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
Cloud cover may be broken, but the
Mage 2's
weather
in the clouds.
try not to get discovered. Go right, we're just going to make life difficult for ourselves.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
A little bit close to that red blip on my left there. too bad. You get rumble and turbulence and clouds and the weather, it's great. Tempted to try and thread the needle on that. But not this playthrough. Let's just try and get the mission done.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Are we under attack? No change.
Progress, Trigger. Currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them.
Good. Let's now have a little bit of a fun.
Titan Watch, status report. How could anything slip through our anti-air radar net? Increasing alert.
What are they thinking? They heard something. They didn't hear anything. We're going to go right and then bring ourselves back in on it.
Harling is still the president of my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save Radar. Let me hand, Trigger.
Why does that name ring a bell? Was he in Ace Combat Fan? I can't remember.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
That's what Titan turns.
Mage 2, you're icing up.
Don't worry, I'm okay. I can see I'm icing. I'm okay. I knew it from through there just in a second. Attempted to try and just thread it there with the gap. could make it. Not be too gutsy on this. Still got time. If it turns out that I run out of time, then we'll start taking gutsy moves and when I have to redo it. Otherwise I'll do that in the second playthrough. Alright, that's still quite tight there. This is the big gap that we're going for. One flash straight through that. Oh, we're good. We've done it.
We're on high alert. Send up interceptors over double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started.
Of course. Of course.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Whoa. Yeah. Hold on. Can I actually fly high now? I think so.
Page 2, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Page 2, missile.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Call them squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Half of the SAM sites are down. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
We're en route, so
Page
we're
2,
fine.
target down. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in
Nope,
progress.
we do not have a clear LZ.
Half of the anti-air guns down. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Okay, they're not very helpful. Or as much as I was hoping, the way this is set up. Set myself up. Got the pace. I love that music.
All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, we're clear to land.
Roger.
We're probably stuck with missiles for the air. They're going to come straight into that.
Multiple
That guy
bandits
when
are
he picks
selling
it
to
up.
Kura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
snuck in. Come on.
Rescue grab tag. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Column and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey. Home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the express's location now. Run for the container!
We'll pass that with exhaustion before the enemy waves out.
Missile.
Mage 2.
Those container boxes, they're more important to take out. Surely one will do. Yeah.
Target destroyed. Being locked onto me.
Yeah. I know.
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off!
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back!
Alright, you get back to that one. Too close.
Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harley, stick right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors
Gotcha.
respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
I need to pull forward.
They got the chopper and Sierra 2! That was thermobaric!
UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down. Damn. That's about half. Mop up the rest.
We're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate cover.
The enemy has locked.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Hurley. Rescue unit down. Along with the soldier who had this radio.
Got me.
Get Mr. Hurley out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
This is Goblin 3. Engine OA6. They can't get away. We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard we were in the Air Force Command. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Hurley.
It'll do. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Missile, break hard.
But someone shot my target.
Golden Squadron, let's take it up a notch, okay?
Definite miss. Don't know why he even fired.
One remaining. Mage 2, missile away.
Come on. Oh, how guns work.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take
There we
off.
go, level out. Mother Goose 1.
Mother Goose 1, take off. south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh, but there's a container truck.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Golem, intercept the
You should do it
UAVs.
at 2:30.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray
Stop
off
one.
on me. Always maintain element. Moving up.
That's standard. Yeah, I should have gone there. Oh well. I'll know for next time.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a point.
Where's Mother Goose 1? I've got to keep an eye on that. Sludge. Got inbound.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed?
The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
I didn't realize there was another question inbound. We're not doing well.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Got some glancing blows on it, not enough.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Just send help this way.
I don't know if Mother Goose now.
Can Mr. Harley, please?
It's flying
Mother
underneath
Goose
it.
1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
We have.
Should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Follow me, eh?
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Losing control.
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here.
Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. UAV destroyed. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace.
No. We failed. Certainly failed the mission. Jeez.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was OG. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating. Friendly fire. I saw it. Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards think they're still the hero.
Mage 1, it's a Trigger. Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchway. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal burn is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
Dang it. So it's actually meant to happen, is what I'm getting there. I think it would have just said abort or something if it had gone wrong. So I'm meant to be framed? I'm guessing I'm framed. Yeah.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Yep. One or more new Mirage 2005 skins. Didn't buy Mirage though.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Lucia didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
Trigger. It's us. Fantastic.
My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
Okay, Afro. 444. First time with this squadron, I guess.
Alright guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tag name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
There we go, we're being bombed.
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
So what have we got?
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Let's just do it. What have we got? We've got MiGs. We've got 95s. Okay. I've obtained those. Okay, cool. Aircraft 3. Okay. Pretty cool that we got those. What else have we got? We've got MiG that we could pick up. Give us yeah. That's what it gives me when I get it. Okay, cool. Roll stabilizers sound good to me. Special weapon reload. Yes. My guns did need to be improved. And then this one unlocks the SU-33. This is a nice looking craft. Let's get some air-to-air missiles in. This is going to be a heavy air fight. Oh, I think I'll take you for a spin. I've got some newbies there, haven't I? Sort out our aircraft. Okay, 29. put all this on it? Probably. So that counts as a max out any of its weight there, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty intense. Can I change the skin of my aircraft? Let me do that. No, it doesn't. Okay.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Got a few stripes on the back there. Certainly. Let's do this. Trigger prepared for launch.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me a burst?
Spare air. Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Okay. Spare 15.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Spare 8, when you land, your ass is grass. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restrictions lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good.
No guns either.
Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Almost no, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down.
See if I can get falling into someone else. High roller.
Spare 15, I'm covering surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
They don't gotta smoke. I'll own one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atonement for your crimes.
Oh, thanks.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Alright, so it's not just leave.
Spare 15, you're too far away. Time for sightseeing. Spare 15, work off your crimes.
Join flyby launch Trigger.
Look at that. Blowing up a bunch of Everglades.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing. Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower! Hey, what's with all the shaking?
Not let the enemy get closer.
Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all?
Come on, give us the freedom to shoot.
McKenzie? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage.
Weapons free, fantastic. That's what I wanted to hear.
After we make the odds, wanna bet which one of us gets the first kills after it starts?
This is the first.
If counts going
I decide when you die.
Alright, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna advance to your line to...
Spare 15, bandit splash.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Got bombers inbound from 2 locations.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Great.
Allow me to educate you. scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines.
Yeah, well, I've got 3. Beat that.
A monkey could do this work. Anyone up for some poker tonight? I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
I've ticked off some fighters.
Oh yeah, add this one to my score. I cornered it. It's gonna take the top zone from me until my blood. This is cool. I work for this whole place.
Yeah.
This is decent West famous for it. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer. Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support. All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, how he thinks he's squadron leader.
I'm next to the squadron leader. I'm giving the orders.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back. Spare 7, shut up. You don't even have to play a trigger. Tabloid, hostile in the rear.
Yeah, they're so slow apparently, they're easy targets. That angle is a long angle to come at.
Targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
We are.
Wilco, Madam McKinsey, please maintain silence for the moment. Trigger again. Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck. This is a pretty nice ride. Intimate service pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic did she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something.
Sidewinder in.
That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy. Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack! Yeah, Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was tough luck, Tabloid. Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot. 3 targets remaining. Two targets remaining. Some of the squadron of convicts. They sometimes. The paper-mache strategy in the mini seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war. Oh yeah! Let's do this. Sparing, watch your mouth. Chaffin flares at 0. One bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first serve.
Ow. sake of beating now. Got you.
All targets confirmed eliminated. Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed.
No, I'm going fine.
1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course.
Yeah.
Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Bandog, you're not my friend. I don't care.
Runway's free. You have permission to take off.
SU-47 Burkott. Yeah, that's a beautiful plane. Remember it in the other games.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Well, that was basically just me. It's what it felt like.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dimitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji.
Really?
When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom.
That's nice of them.
But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusea became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime.
Nice.
Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusea's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
He's got a separate agenda, I'm sure.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roco-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs.
Okay.
However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Don't like that idea. So many ground targets. And Apaches. I reckon they'll have some sort of aircraft that'll come in later. Let's see if we've got anything. What's this one? Long range air to ground missile. It only gives me 14 of them though. Not got enough to open up any of these. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's the type of thing you want. That's just rockets. Ooh, anti-ship. No, we're not needing that for that mission just yet. What's this one? Railgun that uses electromagnetic bullets at high speed, causing devastating damage. It is unguided, its accuracy depends on the pilot. Right. It's cool, no. But I can't afford the plane anyway in question. Let's just Get you. I'm going to meg up. I'm going to take some of that with me. Yeah, but the defense on that's not very good. Best I can have it right now.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Spare 15 reporting in. I know we're not supposed to use the fob, but I kind of like the idea of disobeying orders if I'm going to be put into solitary before they need me again.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces are gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target. Magnum!
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. Whole squadron. Ready anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty hands of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Irregular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury. So, what are we supposed to do?
Fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Target was room destroyed. Trigger rejected.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us are allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I on?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like bad guys finally come around. Triggered. Rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
Damn, missed again.
Spare 15, your hit.
I don't want to find.
The enemy's gunning for me.
Missile launched. The bomber is taken off. That's for us. Take care of it. The bomber's getting away. Chase it down like you mean it, morons.
No, but I got the others, so I can't do it.
It's no good. Can't get a visual on the target. We should just drop a huge bomb down there. How about giving us the chance to stock up?
All enemy bombers destroyed. That should put a wrench in their plans.
Now we can sleep in for once.
The ground target for the right team. Woo! Nearly.
Targets are hard to spot in this terrain. It's like playing whack-a-mole in the dark.
Come on, off my back.
On the targets. They're in one hell of a place. Not so much here. Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
He's really got it in us all, hasn't he? Let's roll around. We got this.
Vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Right here.
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
Catch more lead and trying to avoid being hit, but okay. Biggest squad set up here.
Base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you
Yeah, I know.
some big shot count? Trigger's the one who did most of the work. Why are you so proud of that, Philbin?
I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
What's in the Apache? That did not move.
The base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. It's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something.
Gotta get down out that way. So we've got Sam on the top. Of course. Roll round.
Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Vandog.
Maybe you gotta even clear your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing. Well, I've been told you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a notepad desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
8 minutes to go.
Trigger smoked him.
Yeah, I know. Not the best move I've made.
This base uses its surroundings. You're good.
Almost out of special weaponry.
Yeah. We're okay.
Vehicle down.
You wanted me to take flight, didn't you? Down.
They got spare 15.
I tried to do a strafing run and I screwed it up and I paid the price. Definitely my fault. Retry from checkpoint? Yeah, sure. I didn't know there was a checkpoint. Yeah, the checkpoint was the start.
All aircraft spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Sparrowhead? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
Being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Running the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat. Feel free to take them out.
Kind of a specialty of mine.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
What are the odds of getting out of line?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least some of it is running.
Aircraft that join here need to get repairs or ammo or fly over the return lines. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Each side of the base has got a different sort of plan.
Cut the crap, there's work to do.
I'm out. Return to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? Not that back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base by autumn.
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
Target destroyed. Spare 15, Fox 2.
Scratch one Oscar.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
These orders are insane. I'm with you. This is some serious bullshit.
I've got a lot of targets on the ground that I need to take out with guns, really. This side of the base looks empty.
Chaffee flares are low. Get closer to the ground. Target destroyed.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Quite like that.
Locked.
Oh, I thought I had a lock on this.
Missile away.
Damn enemy hiding in a place like this. They always make themselves easier to hit. I can dodge this! Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. They've got a lock. No way!
All round. What we got left?
Locked on.
In gun range.
Missile inbound! They're after me!
Yep. After us all, mate.
Take out the AA!
Magnum.
Good.
Next strategy. Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandot.
Clear heads off in solitary.
Let's look into this doctrine thing. Live is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people like to pass around the bunker desk, gathering intel is all about getting access. Missile, evading! Hostile has a lock.
Lock on.
But the ground target's the main thing.
Spare 15, missile away.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Vehicle down. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Yep. Figured as much.
On your ass.
Got all this to do. Well,
Missile inbound. Evade. Spare 15, you're hit.
yeah, slammed straight into that.
Vehicle down. Target down. Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
Drones.
They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones. Seems like not replacing these.
Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? You're just pawns. That lion son of a bitch.
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation. Spare 15 locked on. Spare 15 target destroyed.
can. I've got my hands full too. God damn it, I did! I'm still at the table! High roller missile, another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High Roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
High Roller's one of our team now.
What happens to a bet when the banker's out? Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try and stop me. This is Sparrow 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Sparrow 11, just do your job.
I'm getting behind the trigger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? You're useless. Everyone knows you hate your numbers. Retreat destroyed all the trucks. This is a whole new kind of war.
On your six.
Missile, evading!
Engage or face punishment.
Half it away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
Shit, looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle the best once and for all.
2 minutes remaining.
Locked on bandit.
Locked on target.
Bandit on my six. You take care of the surface target.
Alright. I need ammo.
Hostile has lock.
Is it? How much time I've got left? Not long. But I'm trying to get some more ground targets out. I've not got enough. Go back.
1 minute remaining.
I see, I need to score a certain amount.
Trigger destroyed the facility while everyone else was sleeping. 30 seconds remaining.
No, we got a fire! Enemy's got a lock! Down, you've got company!
AA gun down.
We're not gonna do it.
I'll take the trouble this mission, I'm afraid.
Mission failed, did not know. Right.
Convicts, your time is up. Top brass wants you to head back.
We can do this.
You'll have a nice time in solitary.
We can do this. One more go. Let's do this. We can do this. We try from checkpoint, yeah. Right, there we go. Don't even know why I bothered saying checkpoint.
To spread out and attack.
I guess the other version is just so that you don't have to worry about
It's just like before. Blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Sparrowhead?
you
Regular
can
forces
reset
can
up
reduce
your
losses
plane.
if you
You
tenderize
go back to
the
the
base
hangar.
first.
That's fine.
If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
What are the
guys are getting out of line.
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
Fire set up a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury. So, what are we supposed to do? Trigger, rocking it on. Cut the crap. There's work to do. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. I'm out. Returning supply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm getting back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us are allowed to resupply. If it ain't your heart, smash that base. My arm.
Wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Vanguard's finally come around.
On your rest.
All progress destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Won't pass enough, though. Come on.
Spare 15, Magnum. Locked on target.
Finally got the read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
AA gun down.
Incoming missile! Breaking!
Tank destroyed. Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy. Flares and jet fire. Fox 2. Target down.
Trigger's taken out by the AA guns. Incoming missile! Breaking!
Spare 15 locked. Vehicle down.
Missile!
Tank destroyed. In gun range. Almost out of special weaponry.
Yeah, but, you know, it helps speed up the process. Hell of a lot. I've got all over here to do.
Missile away. Target destroyed. Magnum.
Got more company.
password on a notepad or desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
The anti-air guns are hit hard. Our air defense capabilities are compromised. Just whatever you can in the gun fire.
The murderer's done it again. After we think
Yeah, I'm a murderer. You'd have thought killing people is something I can do.
Approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
So I've ignored the drones and carry on with the ground targets. That's where the point system is.
These must be the infamous drones.
Machines are not replacing humans. Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Just pawns.
I don't think so.
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
Spikes, I'll shake him.
Oh, trying to pull up. Trying to pull up. Let's, alright, I'm going to call it quits there for tonight. So thank you very much for watching, and all the best. Trying to... No. You can tell I've not done this before. Sorry. Bye everyone.